You gambling with your life? Well, let's roll the dice.
Be surprised if this dog in a fight.
The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. Where the road to immortality begins for most teams, we're underway from Wild Card Weekend. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Going run again with McCaffrey. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. It's a pickup of 3. They're going to need 3 more now on 3rd down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Looking to throw Lance. He finds the rookie from Ohio State. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. They get 6 and a first down as well.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Now they'll throw out of the gun. And a man is there to knock that away. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So it'll be 2nd down.
I'll tell you what that deflection right there, Kate, tells me. That defense was following and reading the quarterback's eyes. Knew exactly where that throw was going. And it takes a little bit of intuition, a little bit of feel. He's able to get his hands on it and knock it out of bounds.
On 2nd down, here's McCaffrey. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet. But if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
To the air, 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down. The Cardinals out for the punt. And this will put an end to the drive after it's stalled out. And a fair catch made without incident just inside the 25. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Cowboys will get set to go on offense. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Trey Benson. This one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
And he drives ahead for good yardage up to the 45. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
They'll go right back to Pierce. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
Able to hit Hall, complete. And he's brought down at the line. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. From the gun, here's Pierce. And he's brought down for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. He'll look to throw. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Snared by the running back. Here's Trey Benson. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. With 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
They had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
Pierce takes it straight ahead. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. 1 quarter gone in our opening round game of the... Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They have it 2nd down, well inside of field goal range. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he takes it into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys get the game's first points here in the 2nd. Roman Wilson, the touchdown. Aubrey good on the point after. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. To the air, lands. Throws into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And he takes this one back for the pick 6. He not only broke on it to make the pick, Brock, but he was on the move real quick, knowing short fields, there's a great chance that he could take that one back for a touchdown.
That's exactly right. In this area of the field, an offense really only gets a second or two to react to that pick and get over and cut off his lanes. And if you don't, well, it's 6 the other way.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Getting right back to it after that interception. Throw is there, Trey McBride. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 35 out of that one. And that's a Cardinals 1st down. So the big play moves him well past midfield, has him set up now at the 35. Lance. And in for the Arizona touchdown. Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. And the words of Pete Carroll resonate. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
Joey Sly on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Cardinals chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Pierce up the middle, and he's able to manage a couple on that run.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 32. Fits it through the middle. Into the red zone. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys take a 13-point lead. It's a Romeo Doubs touchdown. For the point after, here's Aubrey. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys double their lead to 14. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Now it's Lance. Lays out left side and gets it. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And it'll be 1st down, Arizona. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Back to throw, it's Lance. Gets everything he has under this throw. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
You know, ball skills are not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball, too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge game.
2nd and 10 now. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's a Cardinals first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
From the gun, McCaffrey. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 39. Has a man. It's Scott. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Throwing his Lance. On target to his back. Here's Christian McCaffrey. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. They'll run here. It's McCaffrey. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal. McCaffrey. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Cardinals make it a 1-score game in the first half. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. Here's Sly to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cardinals chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Returnable from the 1. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. And off to Benson to start the drive. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Play made by Deron Payne. The Cardinals deciding to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on 3rd down. Quick pass, right side, complete. And as this play winds up out of bounds, let's see what that flag is all about. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. After the flag, they've got 3rd and 9 to figure out. They'll throw it. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Cardinals get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game.
Going down the middle, as you can see, you're giving them a real chance at making that pick. Might be a case of trying to force one where he shouldn't have. And you're sure hoping as a quarterback you learn your lesson on that one.
They're set up at the 35 now. Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Here's Lance. He sends this one to the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals parlay the interception into points. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Here's Slide to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Cardinals tie this game at 21. All set for the kickoff. Slide with the honors. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Finds his target hole. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Just one play into this drive, and they're already sitting on their own 45. They give it to Pierce. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run in crossing that first down marker.
And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play. Trying to get that one to CeeDee Lamb. So now they have 3rd and short.
That was simply a case of not enough time available to let that play develop. That throw was out so quick, and he wasn't able to reel it in.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. On the carry, it's Pierce. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out. That's a pickup of 9. And that's good for a Cowboys first down.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Darius Robinson there to make the tackle. Just before halftime, we get a timeout, take it. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 34. Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too.
That's a pro's pro right there. That is one heck of an experienced catch. He made sure to secure the ball, but he also knew exactly where the sideline was to get both feet down.
All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Quick pass, right side, complete. And he's into the end zone. No time left, and they take the lead right as halftime arrives. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
And his kick is good. What an ending to our opening half as they take the lead. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. All right, Brock, that was enough of a break. Back to playoff football as the second half of our wild card game gets underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They'll run here with Pierce. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. Here's a throw. He's got this complete to Dameon Pierce. And that's good for a gain of 5. That was B.J. Ojulari on the stop.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The 2 were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Able to get it to Benson. How about a big hitter? 34 yards there and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Throwing now on 1st down. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, the pressure, boy, that sped that whole play up, didn't it? And it opened up a wide range of outcomes. A hurried throw almost ended up an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack.
They're going play action. The pass falls incomplete, but was there a reason for it? We see a flag out there. He was too far downfield at the time of the pass. Gotta stay within a yard of the line. That'll back him up. So things getting a bit tougher following that penalty. We've got 2nd and 15. Back now, pressure on its way. Finds a seam down the middle. There it is, touchdown Dallas! The Cowboys grow the lead coming out of halftime. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. For the point after, here's Aubrey. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys double their lead to 14. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Lance. Completed here to McCaffrey. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And it'll be 1st down, Arizona.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
Here's Lance now. This ball's cut by McCaffrey. And he'll take it past the midfield stripe and start the push into Cowboys territory.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
McCaffrey running between the tackles. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
You've got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Second down now, 7 to go. To the air, Lance. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. Taking a big shot for the end zone. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. 4th down coming up.
You know, that type of play is so doggone impressive, not just because it saves a touchdown. He had timed that perfectly to knock it free without drawing a flag or letting him establish possession for the score.
Up and good from Joseph. And they'll get him back to 11.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Throwing off the play fake here. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage, he gets to that edge before the defender can cover him. That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space, D. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
This is Pierce. And this defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. That was Max Melton who hauled him down there. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on third down. Back to throw now. That's caught for the first. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And the reverse call pays off. Some decent yardage before he's brought down.
That's just a good play to mix up what you're doing and keep that defense guessing. The execution, that's pretty well done too, creating the space for a solid pickup.
From the 35 on second down. Brought in right side. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Benson on 1st and 10. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4. We're down to 1 quarter. Second and 6 coming up here. Now he'll throw off the play fake. He's got it near the 10. And he takes it into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys making a 3-score game in the 4th. Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And the Cowboys push their lead to 18. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw, it's Lance. That's complete. Here's Scott. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes teams break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And that's a Cardinals first down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
That play is so impressive on so many levels, not just because it saves a touchdown, Kate. He had to time that perfectly to knock it free without drawing a flag or letting him establish possession for the score. That is so good.
2nd and 10 now. Scott reels it in. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. That play good for 17 on a first down.
You know, I often say there is a fine line between aggressiveness and carelessness. And when you throw into double coverage, well, it can go either way. That time, a tremendous catch by his receiver on the other end.
Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards them with a 1st and goal. Going with McCaffrey on the ground. And he pushes them a little closer to the 3. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. McCaffrey trying to punch it in. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Cardinals get it back to within 2 possessions. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. Here's Sly to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cardinals make it an 11-point ball game. Still down a couple of scores after that. They're going to set up for the onside kick. And the Cowboys manage to recover the football. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. Well, kind of feels like we're starting to get to that point, Brock.
And what point is that, Kate?
You know, the bold point of the game where you have to try something bold could end up becoming a play that finally sinks him, though.
Yeah, it's time for desperation. Without a defensive stop here, it's really hard to lay out the scenarios for much success. Every second matters now when you don't come up with that onside kick.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. This finds Down. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. He picks up 15 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas. This is Pierce. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious.
And he is into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys have likely locked up the win right there. He broke the tackle he needed to, Brock, and how about that effort there to keep it going and eventually reach that end zone?
Yeah, that's awesome on the offensive side. Defensively, not every missed tackle is the same. It may be on a stat sheet, but sometimes that help to finish a play isn't arriving quick enough, and you're the only one, the last line of defense. And in that moment, you got to scratch, you got to claw, you got to tear to make the stop, because a broken tackle can mean a touchdown.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Throwing his Lance. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45. The end result there, 15 yards and a first. Just one play into this drive, and they're already sitting on their own 45. Now it's Lance. Looking underneath, and the back brings it in. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
2nd and 8. He's going deep. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
I don't fault the look downfield at all. I mean, that's just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executing.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Here's Lance. That pass is complete to McBride. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. The Cardinals decided to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. He'll throw it yet again. He's got him. That's McBride. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. Still sticking with the passing game. Got a man. McCaffrey has it. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. Trying to set this up quick. On second down, here's McCaffrey. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour. And there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Desperation time here on 4th. And he's going to score. It's an Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals get it back to within 2 possessions. Trey McBride, the touchdown. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all at this point expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
Sly gets the extra point to go. And the Cardinals make it an 11-point ball game. So even after the score, they're still down 2 possessions. Time not exactly on their side as they try this onside kick. And this is going to stay with the offense as he makes the recovery. Even with that kick, there wasn't much chance of pulling off the comeback. And now that they've failed to recover, partner, I'd say this one officially over and done with.
They went out taking every chance they could, right? Swinging as much as possible, but you just can't have this big a deficit this late in the game. Pete Carroll likes to say, can you win a game in the first quarter, the second quarter, third quarter? Nope. You win it when it matters in this league, and that's finishing in the 4th.
That's into the hands of Downs. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Cowboys first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Pass is caught at the 9. And he takes it into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys making a 3-score game in the 4th. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Cowboys push their lead to 18. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Tony now to return it. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They're out and set, 1st and 10. To the air, Lance. Completed to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds. Looks a little short of that 35. It's a pickup of 11. And it'll be 1st down, Arizona.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Toward the sideline, and it's intercepted. Deron Bland has it.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense, and this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
They give on 2nd to Benson. Across midfield to the 45. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas. So it's a win for the Cowboys. And they're headed to the divisional round next week. Great start to their playoffs and getting the win at home, but the test's only getting harder from here on out. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. The Cowboys are winners as we say so long from Dallas.